everybody, Sean here from BoredParacord. Today we are going to do a Sanctified covenant bracelet, and we're using black and coyote brown 550, and then for the little piece down the center I'm going to use some micro cord, and this is yellow. We'll come back to that in just a little bit. And I also have cut about a 20-inch piece of the coyote brown for the center piece as well. These inside strands here, we're just going to go ahead and pull these out because we're not going to use that, and toss those in the trash. And then we're going to set this aside along with the yellow micro cord. Now on this bracelet we're going to be using the 5/8 inch buckle. It works really well with the Sanctifieds. One thing I need to do is seal up the end of this coyote brown. Now, on the bracelet, if you're looking at it like this and you have the bracelet coming down this way, you're going to have two colors. You're going to have like an outside color and then an interior color. The outside color on this is going to be black. The interior color is going to be coyote. That's why I did coyote for the center strip down the middle. So if you were to do, depending on how you want the colors to look, you can change that up. But basically the interior color is going to be the second color that we add. And you'll see that in just a second here. So the first thing we need to do is attach our cord to the buckle using a cow's hitch. So what we need to do is take our black here. I've already cut the ends and flattened them. We'll just run the cord through our fingers after we put the ends together. And that will give me my center point, which is right there. Now, I want the buckle to sit on here like this. So, just take the end of your cord and run it down. Excuse me, that came out of nowhere. You're going to take the center point and run that down through the buckle, just like that, so it comes out through the back. Open that up, flip it over the buckle, and then pull it tight. That'll give you your cow's hitch on one end. Now we're going to go to the other end, and this is where we'll be doing our weaving from. So just flip that buckle over, bring all that cord through your fingers again, and then from the bottom, bring it to the top, through the buckle. And this is where you would then pull everything through and take your measurement from here. So I usually just kind of eyeball it because I don't wear these bracelets. So we're going to do it probably about there. That's about how big I would actually wear my bracelet, I think. But you're definitely going to want to measure on this one. Now once you get to this point, go ahead and open the buckle up. You want to have something that resembles the shape of a bracelet right here, with all your extra cord coming out of the buckle. So cow's hitch on one end, working ends coming out of the buckle on this end. Go ahead and open this up. So your left cord off to the left side, right cord off to the right, and then you have your inner strands going that way. Alright, so you want to make sure you have these are the same length here, so we'll go ahead and do that. Now I don't want to do a cow or a cobra to start this. I actually am going to take my working end on the right. I'm going to wrap it around the right cord, bring it up through and through that loop. So it kind of locks the cord in place. And you want to do this so that it doesn't move on the buckle. There we go. And I'll show you how to do the other side a little bit better. And you should have a cord that looks like this coming off to the right. Now, what you do is you take your working end, go around the center strand, so the strands that are attached to the buckle are your center strands. So take your working end around the back, and now you have like a loop here. So take it around the back, bring it up through the middle, and poke it through that loop, and just bring all your cord right through there. So all you're doing with this cord right here is going around that center strand and out, and then tightening it. And the reason why we're tightening it is because we don't want this cord to move when we do our next step here. So we'll just get these tightened up here. And these will actually tighten very nicely right up to the buckle. You just have to play with it a little bit, get it pushed up, just like that. Alright, now the next step that we need to do is you're going to start with the left side, and you can start with the right. Either way, it doesn't matter really. Just pick one. You're going to create a loop on the left, bring the cord through from the back side, through the middle, and over the right cord, just like that. And you'll do the same thing with the right cord. You're going to go make a loop, take it through the middle, and out to the left side. So you'll have something that looks like this. And if you tighten these up a little, like that, you should have something that looks just like this. So basically these two working ends, these ends right here, just went behind the two center strands, so they went behind and then came out and went to the opposite side over top of the two center strands, just like that. Now we are going to take our Coyote Brown, and now I can't remember. I think I went under, so let's try that first. I think this is the way. I'm pretty positive about that actually. So you're going to take your Coyote Brown, go up through this loop here, over your two center strands, and then back down. And you're going to want to find the center point of these. So doing this one-handed and while on camera is going to be a bit difficult. So what I'm going to do, let's see if I can do this. I'm going to pull the bracelet off camera and attempt. Alright, so here we go. I have my two ends together here, and we're just going to pull all the cords through. And this is while it's still inside of the bracelet, like woven into it. And as I pull, it ends up putting me right here. Hold on, I need to check my battery here. Okay, we're still good. Alright, sorry about that. So now we have our right side, and this is my center point of the coyote right here. And I have my left side coyote. Now these, the Coyote Brown will not switch sides like the black switches sides. So what we need to do here is, alright, get it set up like this. So you have your blacks that have gone through the back, up through the middle, crossed each other. And now you have your coyote that's gone under, over two, under one, and the center point's here. Now you take your right cord, and it is going to also go from the back side up through the middle, below where they cross right here. So through the middle, below where they cross, and we're going to take it up through the same first loop that it went through, and bring it off and out of the way. And we're going to do the same thing with this one. So from the back side, take this around the back, up through the middle, and then back through that same loop again. And kind of pull everything through. Now this is the hardest part, is getting this first one done. Now it's just a matter of cinching everything up. But once you get this cinched up, it's actually pretty easy to do. And we're not going to involve, so what I'm doing is grabbing these center strands here with my hand, and I'm using my finger and my thumb just to push everything up towards the buckle. That way I can tighten everything, and it kind of will stay where I put it. And I'm just pulling on all four cords here, the black, the coyote. There we go. And we just repeat that process again. So left, under the left cord, through the middle, off to the right. Right cord, create that loop, behind the back, up through the middle, off to the left, and you should have something that looks like this, and you're just repeating what we just did. So got our 2 loops. Make this one a little bigger so you can see what's going on here. Grab your right cord around the back. So you're going around everything around the back. Bring it up through the middle and then down through this loop right here, this original loop that you created. Okay. Do the same thing with the left cord, so around the back. So the cord is already coming out the back side, so all you're doing is bringing it through the middle around the back and then through that loop on the left. And a lot of people use a jig for this one. I don't like to use a jig, but most people don't have jigs, so there you go. So again, grab the center strands, use your finger and thumb, push everything up. That will let you start to tighten stuff, and it will all kind of stay in place while you're tightening. Go. Push that up. Alright, now at this point you're starting to see what the pattern will look like here. So we need to get our center string that goes down through the middle involved along with our yellow. So the yellow, all it's going to do is kind of wrap around the center strand of Coyote Brown like this, and it's just going to kind of spiral its way down. But the Coyote Brown is going to kind of be sitting in there. So let's see, how do we want to do this? I think the easiest way to do this is to get a fid and then poke each one of these through. So I'm going to find my fids here. There's a fid. I'm going to heat this up so that I can get my fid on here. There we go. And I'm just going to poke this down through the middle. So right underneath of this bridge of Coyote. And we'll just take it right through the back and leave about an inch on the back side. So you should have something like this. Now, the same thing goes with the where's my micro fid? Here it is. Still has the red micro from my last video in it. Alright, we'll get that out of the way. Need to heat up the end again. Sorry, this is the tedious part here, explaining how a fid works. Get this in there. I might actually leave the fid on here while I do this. It'll definitely help. And we need it to come up on the right or left side of the... There we go. So we want it to come up right here because we're going to cross over it like this and then go back down through. But I want to get this to where I don't have to worry about it anymore. So we're going to go back down through. So you can see from the beginning I poked that yellow up from the top and then went down back toward the back. So now I have a really short piece. Oops, that didn't work. I think we need to do it right here maybe. Yeah, right here. Okay. So you're going to go down in between first and second knot that you did. Bring that cord up from the back. Okay, well, I had a big knot in there. Let's get that knot out of there. There we go. Alright, bring it up from the back. Leave a little bit hanging out. And go around the centerpiece here. Like that. Okay. And I'm going to leave this a little loose until I do the next one. Alright, so now that we have that, we can get that one out of the way. And that's going to be a little loose just for this next one. I suppose what I could do is is fuse this piece in there. Let's see, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll just fuse that in there. So I'm going to pull this back just a little ways so I don't mess this up. I'm going to melt this yellow pretty far down. Kind of let it work its way in there. And then fuse it inside of there so that it can't go anywhere. Now when I pull here, see it's just tugging on it. So, alright, got that. Alright. Okay, I think we're good now. That'll be tight. We'll get that out of the way. Okay, now we just do our next step, which is going to be our black. So it's going to go around the back, through the middle, off to the right. The right side is going to go around the back, create that loop, through the middle, off to the left. Just like that. Now our coyote from the back side comes up through the middle, through the right loop, off to the right, and the left one, through the back side middle, through the left loop, off that way, grab everything, start cinching everything up, just like that. Okay. And then we'll take our yellow. So we went through, let me point at these here. We went through right between these two coyotes. There's a spot to go through here. Now if you look under here, see that triangle right there? That's where we're bringing the yellow up through. So bring yellow up through here, just like that. Oops. Pull it a little tight there, and then we'll go back down around that centerpiece of coyote. And oh, and I never mentioned my inspiration for this bracelet was the Army logo. That's all it was. So you got the coyote, you got black, a little bit of yellow. Army logo is actually a lot of yellow, but that's okay. Go, get everything nice and tight so everything will look uniform. Alright, and then we'll do one more here real quick. So loop on the left, bring it through from the back, loop on the right, from the back side, bring it through the middle and off to the left. So you have your two loops. Take your long working end, back up just a little here, long working end from the back side through the middle, and down through that loop, and get that out of the way. And then on the left side, from the back side, through the middle, through the loop, and get that one out of the way. Cinch everything up. Start pulling stuff tight. Go little by little, it'll tighten up for you. There we go. Pull tight, pull tight. This one, that one. And I'm pretty much just pulling until I can't pull any more slack through. It really doesn't take long. Alright, and now the same thing here. We got a little hole there. This is where the cord is going to come up through. Micro cord. Bring that through, lay that center strand down, go over top of it, and then back down through that center. There we go. This is going to look pretty cool, I think. Alright, well, I think that's enough instructions on how to finish this. So I'm going to go ahead and get this all finished up all the way down, and then I'll be able to come back and show you how to, finish off the bracelet so it's a finished product. But I will be back. Alright, so what I just realized is while I was editing the video, the clip that you're about to see I'll play it after this, is of me actually finishing the bracelet and showing you how to melt the ends. However, there's no sound for some reason. I'm not really sure what happened, but I will explain what I did here, and then you can watch the soundless video after this if you're so interested. Basically, you're going to have 5 cords, actually 6. You'll have your center cord, which I ran with a fid down through the end right here and out the back, and where did I fuse? I fused it right here. And then the yellow cord I fused there. I cut all 4 of my working strands off and I fused it. Now, one thing you can do is I stopped about a 1/2 inch from the end. So there was 2 strands in the center here that you didn't have any weaving around, but I did it so tight throughout the whole bracelet that I was able to hold on to this buckle and just kind of slide some extra weave all the way down to fill this in. So I didn't have to mess around with fids trying to get them in through the little spots there. And then I also went through and finished the coyote brown right here. So I apologize, but this is it. It's all done. For some reason, whatever, there's no audio in the following video, but it will show you everything that I did, that I just explained. So I hope you like it. I said it in the next video, or in the next little clip here, but everything is in our website, BoredParacord.com, and also I put everything in the description below. So have a good night, and until next time, paracord on.
Do me a quick favor and hit that subscribe button to your left. There's other great videos all the time, and there's a few to the right side of the screen, and you can also buy Paracord at our site with the link at the bottom left. Thank you again for watching.